Okay, let's move on. We've got 3 quick letters. We've got 5 minutes on each of these. We've written letters. We wrote a letter to the city auditor back in April, asking that she take a look at the development noticing thing. It was finally sent out sometime in late June. So we're trying to figure out a mechanism. You know, we're supposed to research and study and do everything, and one of the things in our charter is to report, but we have yet to find a mechanism that really lets us report out. So we got 3 variations of those things right here. The first one is from Jim Carter's public safety staffing ad hoc. And the rules are that the chair has to write the letter, so I'm just writing a quick, here's somebody else's report, but the information is coming from the people who chair the ad hoc committees. So Jim, you want to talk about what's on here?
Yes, well, during our May 25th meeting, we discussed the letter that I wrote in detail, or the report out from the public safety staffing detailed report. And from that, it was suggested that I write a letter to the council regarding that report. So I basically summarized it, and I tried to make it very brief as to what we wanted to say, because I know that they don't like to read long reports. So I kept it as brief as I could, but precise and to the point. So if you want me to read the whole letter, I will, but if there's any comments to the letter, I'll just take that. So basically, when I made recommendations, given what was in the initial report that we came back with, I did a little bit of background, I gave a quick analysis, and then I did a conclusion as to what we wanted to have done.
Nick?
Yeah, I think it's well written, and I probably should have made this comment our last meeting because I think we went over this. When it's 2.5 seconds versus 7.3, it does say it's 3 times higher, increase of 123%, 3.3 seconds. But I don't get a sense of what does that mean practically. Does that mean that the truck really doesn't make it for another 5 minutes or 15 minutes? That doesn't really come across. I mean, it's okay. No objections here. Yeah. It's just that I'm sure that that's more important than it kind of sounds. The 2.5 versus 3. Do you have any thoughts around that, or do you want to just take a comment?
Yeah. Well, this is what was given to me by the dispatchers, and this is what their concern was, that they're not dispatching the call, so it compounds itself as it goes down the line. You know, the 2.5 seconds is really what they want to get to, but it's currently at 7.3, so they're missing calls, or the calls are getting backed up due to the fact that they can't dispatch the call fast enough.
Yeah, and if I could comment further, I think that's, if you could, do you have an opportunity to add something to it, or redo that line, or are we voting on this tonight?
We're voting on this tonight.
Okay, well, if there's any way to add to it, I'm sure it's much more important as far as impact, because of the backing up of calls and that sort of thing. I bet your trucks are rolling slower than the 3.3 seconds later than it appears. That's kind of what the straight line observation would be. Oh, it's only 3.3 seconds. And I'm kind of worried about that because I think it's probably much more important than that. I just don't have that information. So whatever you think is correct, I'll go.
I assume, Jim, the people who are writing this to the council, they understand these numbers very finely, right?
Yes.
So I don't think we need to elaborate on that.